What's happening, awesome second graders? Mr. Corcoran here with a lesson on Introduce New Concepts. The new concept that you're going to be learning today is suffixes, specifically the ed suffix. The suffix ed can make three different sounds depending on what type of word it's added to. So we're going to look at some different words and look at the different sounds. Here's our first word. Let's first start with the base word. The base word is rent. It's a closed syllable, and we mark it with a breve. Then we can circle our suffix. In this word, the ed says id. Rented. That means you did it in the past. I rented a golf cart, or I rented a trailer. Let's build a different word. Here's our new word. Let's start by reading the base word. Tap it out with me. Jump. Add the suffix jumped. Jumped. In this word, the ed makes the sound like t. Jumped. You wouldn't say I jumped over the puddle. You say I jumped over the puddle. Let's mark it up. Scoop the base word. It's a closed syllable. It's closed in. The U is closed in by the M. Mark it with a breve. And circle the suffix. Jumped. Let's do another one. For this word, we'll start with a base word. Fill. It's a buy one, get one free. Has a short vowel that's closed in by the L. Fill. Filled. I filled my gas tank. With the word filled, you wouldn't say I filled my gas tank or I filled the gas. It says d at the end. The ed on this word just makes a d sound. Filled. Use what you've learned about the suffix ed to see if you can read the words that I'm going to spell. Our next word is spilled. S-p-i-l. The base word is spill. It's a closed syllable because the L closes in the I. Spilled. It's a buy one, get one free. And it has a suffix ed. In this word, it says d. Spilled. I spilled my coffee. Here's another word. Let's tap it out together. Look at your base word. Hunt. Add the suffix. Hunted. In this word, the ed says d. Id. It has an id sound, like ID. Hunted. I hunted an antelope. Here's another word. Let's tap out the base word and then we'll mark it up. Ink. Blink. Our base word for this word is blink. We can box our glued sound and we can mark it as a closed syllable. The I is still closed in by the N and K. Blink. But what about our suffix? Circle our suffix. Blinked. You definitely want to say the T sound on the word blinked. It's not I blinked. It's a t at the end. Blinked. All right, so the important thing to know about the suffix ed at the end of a word is that it makes 3 different sounds. It can say id, it can say d, or it can make a T sound. T. I blinked. The injury swelled. I filled my gas tank. Or I spilled the gas. All of these different words have a different sound with ed at the end. You're going to have to decide which sound is the correct one. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.